Before astrology was a personality tool, before the zodiac became pop culture, before the sky was divided into signs and symbols, there were temples, there were stones, there were goddesses. Cut to images of Inanna, Isis, Hathor, Ninhursag, the megalithic mothers. The ancient world understood something our modern world has forgotten. Astrology was not entertainment, it was architecture. A sacred blueprint woven into stone, encoded in myth, and carved into the very landscape of our civilizations. For years, I've studied these systems, the goddess religions of Sumer and Egypt, the megalithic temples of Malta, the mysteries of Avalon, the star alignments hidden in our most ancient structures. And what I discovered is this: the zodiac was once a goddess initiation path, a 12-gated journey through courage, embodiment, mind, memory, sovereignty, ritual, union, shadow, truth, legacy, innovation, and finally, return. In this series, Cosmic Architecture, the Goddess Blueprint of the Zodiac, we will walk through each of the 12 gates guided by the goddesses who defined them. Inanna, Isis, Hathor, Ma'at, Namu, Tiamat, the Lady of Avalon, and the megalithic mothers whose stones still speak. This is not modern astrology. This is the original star wisdom that shaped temples, civilizations, myth, bodies, and consciousness. Each episode is both a history and an initiation, a remembrance, a return. I'm Opal Unicorn, astrologer, consciousness explorer, and researcher of ancient goddess systems. It is my honor to guide you through this journey. Welcome to Cosmic Architecture. The gates are opening. Let's begin. Welcome to my channel. This is Opal Unicorn, and we continue on our series, Cosmic Architecture, with episode 2, in Taurus, the body of the goddess. Taurus is the second house. It's the realm of embodiment, sensuality, resources, value, and physical presence. It's ruled by Venus in Taurus. So if Aries is birth in Mars, needing that force of life, that power to yes, I will exist. Taurus is the moment the soul settles into the body and realizes, I am made of earth. I matter. I am worthy of touch, pleasure, and nourishment. So as we walk into the threshold of the second house through Taurus, Gaia, mother's milk, all my needs are met. I am completely and totally regenerated, body, mind, and soul. All my needs are met before me. A really interesting perspective is using Maslow's hierarchy of needs as the patriarchal adversity to Inanna's earthly power and Gaia's ascension into the second gate of the body. Having all the resources right before you. In Maslow's hierarchy of needs, if we do not have our basic needs met, we cannot function as higher civilizations. And although that is true in our civilization, in modern society, it was not always the case, and It is always in our own consciousness realms that we design the worlds and societies and civilizations that we live in. And there was a time when the goddess was supreme, the feminine ideal God, unity. And Taurus is the body. Taurus is the moment the soul settles into that body. Fertility symbols, grain shells, images of Dumuzi and Inanna showing in the temples of Babylon and Sumer. Inanna isn't only the bold warrioress and the queen, she's also the goddess of love, sensuality, fertility, and the blooming of the land. In ancient Egypt, Hathor, Isis, and earthly beauty. The temple of Hathor in Dendara, a place that I know well, that I will show you, and we will do a video just of that. We look at the goddess, the ancient cow goddess, revered as who we see and look at as the Mother Mary and the Catholics of today. She was the original mother, the goddess of music, beauty, abundance, and joy. She nourishes the cosmos with her milk. She invites the world into her sensuality, art, and celebration. And in the temple of Hathor, up into the walls, is the goddess Nut, who was the cosmos before there was a cosmos, and she breathes out and she creates all life. And in that temple, we know that she is the goddess supreme of the goddesses of Hathor, ancient cow goddess of fertility, of having all your needs met. And you go to Dendara for having that abundance that you need, and the right of gold and the riches that every sensual aspect of humanity is Gaia, Hathor. And as we move into Malta, where these fertility goddesses were literal temples themselves, abundant breasts and hips, fertility. You could imagine why they would idealize this body type, a body type that has been abhorred in modern society. And in this ancient way that has been buried by Catholicism and colonization in Malta. Excuse me for saying that to the Catholic Church, but it's true. All due respect, as I'm also Catholic by birthright, or I was born and baptized into. But that is the way there. So when you go on tours to these ancient caves and systems over there, you won't even be able to be allowed into the place where the cave systems that have all these very, very, very intense acoustic sound frequencies vibrating through the body of the second house, the goddess Taurus. The figurines found here, wide-hipped, full-bellied, abundant, were not jokes, not caricatures, not the obese men that the Catholic tour guides will lead you to believe they are, as if men could ever grow the breasts that these abundant goddesses had. No, no, no. These goddesses are the fertility goddesses that have been forgotten in ancient Malta. In the second house, we ask them to bless us and to reap in the harvest. And we go to Avalon, the fruiting of the earth, the apple trees, the apple groves. And as we walk to the apple groves, up to the tour, the ancient phallus, the tour, the ancient male that is reminiscent of the obelisks of Egypt, down to the chalice well of the goddess, into the grotto, the Lady of the Lake blesses you with the wisdom to understand with the journey of the fruiting of the earth, the apple. Cut through the half is the pentagram, is the star. As above, so below, the two triangles meeting in the middle. All astrology. The red and white chalice waters, life and nourishment. The lesson of Taurus. Taurus teaches us that spirituality is not separate from the senses. Every taste, texture, scent, And sound is an invitation into presence. Aries says, I am. Taurus answers, I'm here. In this body, in this moment, in this earth. To honor Taurus is to honor embodiment, to reclaim your pleasure, to know your worth, to be abundant, to have all your material needs met, to be in that state of constant wealth, the state of pure goddess Gaia energy. So if we look at our own natal chart, if you have your own natal chart and you check out what is in your second house, your Taurus, what are your Taurus placements? Do you have any? Your relationship, what is your relationship to your body? Your self-worth, your resources, your sensuality. They all live here in the second house, in the house of Taurus. This is the gate where the goddess teaches you to feel, to receive, to experience value in your own flesh. Inanna, Hathor, Isis, the megalithic mothers of Malta, and the Lady of Avalon all stand at this gate, whispering the same truth. Your body is your temple. Your pleasure is wisdom. Your worth is inherent. This is Taurus, the second gate of the goddess zodiac. So thank you so much for watching. Join me for episode 3, Gemini, the goddess of codes, language, and sacred communication. I'm Opal Unicorn, and this is Cosmic Architecture. Thank you for walking this star walk with me. We've explored how ancient architects shaped stone to mirror the sky, how they encoded the movements of stars, planets, and seasons into temples, pyramids, and megaliths, and how Earth itself became a living blueprint of the cosmos. If this journey awakens something in you, a curiosity, a memory, a resonance, then you are exactly where you are meant to be. Because cosmic architecture is not just history, it is a reminder that the universe has always been speaking to us through geometry, through alignment, through myth, and through the stones our ancestors left behind. I'm Opal Unicorn, your guide through stone and star. If you'd like to continue the Star Walk, make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss the next gateway we uncover together. And tell me in the comments below, which ancient site should we explore next? Giza, Karnak, Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, or a place you've already dreamed of visiting? Until the next journey, may the stars guide your steps, and may the ancient architects walk beside you. This is Cosmic Architecture, the Star Walk Blueprint. Your next portal opens soon.